from the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Aaron Reeves.
Well, the storm system for us is winding down. Snow well off to our east now, but the little snow that's still out there is going to cause issues overnight, refreezing, and it's not melting. It's going to be slick tonight through tomorrow morning. As we take a closer look, you can see things quiet right now. We have Brandon and John still out and about. Let's go ahead and take a look at Brandon's video here real quick. Brandon, where are you located and what have you seen so far this evening?
Well, Aaron, right now we're going to be westbound on the Creek Turnpike. Just coming up on Riverside. We just left a motor vehicle accident with OHP. OHP says they're still working numerous accidents as well as Tulsa. So be careful out there. The roads are still slick in spots.
I appreciate it. Yep, so you can still see quite a bit of stuff on those roads, especially on the non-used lanes. John Durkee, he's also out and about. If we could take a look at what he's dealing with. John, where are you seeing at your location?
I'm at 41st and between Yale and Sheridan, just off I-44. The roads here are still pretty slick. You have a couple of lanes open, and then you'll hit some icy spots, especially at the intersections. Back to you.
I appreciate that. So once again, yep, still dealing with definitely some slick spots, and we'll continue to keep an eye on things as we go through the evening. And those conditions, once again, as we take a look at what else we have going on, we have a picture earlier from Bob. I-44 looked like this. That was in Ottawa County. Also between Tulsa and Oklahoma City, it looked pretty rough. But we did see some decent accumulations of snow, kind of in that 1 to 3 inch range. That's where we thought they would be. This picture from Henrietta Christie sends this in. And some of those totals, once again, the highest amounts were 3 to 4 inches up towards Welch and Wyandotte, Muskogee a little bit over 2, then Shakota, Bixby, Hominy at 2, 1.5 inches in Jinx, BA, and Collinsville and Tulsa had a report of 1.3. So not a lot of snow, but certainly enough to cause some major issues on some of those roadways, especially the big highways. Right now, things are all quiet. It's a very cold night. We're at 0 in Tulsa, north wind at 3, dew point at -7. And as we take a look at the big picture, you can see -14 up in Bismarck right now, -8 in Kansas City. San Antone, much colder than they were yesterday. They're at 24. And across the state, some really cold readings in northeast Oklahoma, -7 in Bartlesville, -2 in Pryor, 16 in Idabel, 3 out in the Panhandle in Guyman. And as we take a look at the wind chill readings, those are in that -10 to -15 range at a lot of locations. So once again, still dangerously cold. And during the coldest periods, those wind chills could be -10 to maybe as much as -20. That's why we still have the wind chill warnings and advisories in place across the region. So overnight, once again, really cold temperatures. I'm probably a bit warm on a lot of these. I'm going to have to lower those a little bit. Monday, as we go into the afternoon, up into the teens, around 12 to 15 degrees. And then as we roll into Tuesday morning, another cold start, but slightly warmer during the afternoon as westerly winds return, and that'll start to begin a warming trend. Not as cold, but still really cold to start off Wednesday, and then back into the upper 30s to low 40s Wednesday afternoon. As we go forward from there, we'll see mild conditions through Thursday before we get another brief surge of that cold Arctic air that'll last just a couple of days and not be quite as impactful as far as the strength of it. It's still awfully cold. And then we'll see a bit of a pattern change that'll lead to some warmer, more mild weather. But we'll also have some unsettled conditions and some rain chances that'll be working into the picture following that time frame. So that's kind of what we'll be looking at. We just got to get through the next few days of cold weather. At least we do have that brief warm up there for Wednesday into part of Thursday before we get that second shot of colder air, and then we will see things hopefully moderate and stay a little bit warmer for at least a week. We'll hope for that. That is a look at your forecast. We'll be back here in just a little bit to look at what's going on in the world of sports.